Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm training glutes and I'm gonna take you through what I am doing, what my workout looks like, and all the form tips and everything involved in training today. I'm starting with my prep work, rolling out my glutes, hamstrings, everything. And then I'm adding a new hip strengthening exercise to start, which I really felt a difference from starting doing hip strengthening, not just opening up, like just the stretching. I found that doing some internal rotation strengthening is helping a lot. So this is one of the exercises, keeping my core engaged, staying upright, and then letting that hip and all the tension be in here to move through without much movement in my body. And this is pretty high. I actually started with a really low water bottle so that I could get the strength, and it was burning a lot. So I do have a little bit of weakness because in bikini and my style of training for bodybuilding is so much hinging, and we don't move in the direction of that internal rotation much and getting those hip flexors strengthened. So that might be the cause of why mine are giving me a lot of issues. So instead of just doing the stretching, the prep, I am strengthening in different ranges of motion and different movements to try and really help mitigate the pain that I'm experiencing and the tightness in my hips. I was for so many years one lane, only moved this way, and that's why my hips have been a little bit more of a problem now. So this is one of the strengthening things I'm starting to incorporate along with some other things. I'll take you guys along and see how it goes and how it really improves my hips in the long run. So I want this really controlled in my hip flexor in both directions. This is another internal rotation strengthening, sitting in the 90-90 and then internally bringing up without pulling it up. Not easy. Oh, it's cramped. Okay, try it again.
Coming closer, know that I'm a mess. Tangled up in wires, I can't catch my breath. I run. Falling deeper, I cannot confess. Drowning in the chaos, I can't catch my breath. I run.
Okay, I'm setting up for my first movement, Dumbbell RDL, and warming up at 40. So I grabbed the 40s to warm up, and then I'll get into my working sets after that. Lifting straps are a must for these. I use, not straps, I use actual hooks. So it literally grips the dumbbell and or barbell for you. There is in no way, females, my girls, your forearms are definitely going to give out before your glutes and hamstrings. They're larger muscles. We're stronger in our glutes and hamstrings and not in our grip and our forearms. So to lift and progress, you absolutely need a tool like this. Whether you like straps, I don't really prefer to wrap the strap around. They're not as secure. The hooks for me are literally super secure, super firm, and they literally hook right onto the dumbbell and hold it for me. So I prefer these. You can use straps as well, but it really enables you to lock in to feeling it where we're supposed to be, all glutes and hamstrings, and not in the forearms or our grip giving out and our hands giving out first. So let's do the first set. Shoes off always. You guys know that I always lift with bare feet to get the connection through my feet. You know that by now. Warm up set here, I'm really focusing on the connection with my core engagement. Really good connection with my glutes and hamstrings to get those firing and loaded, working through the movement. Using them to come up. Okay, we moved spots to the other side of the gym so we have more space. It's a little crowded on Saturday morning and don't want to be in people's way, but brought the 50s over here. So I went to my working set, which is going to be 50 for 8 to 10. So I'm going to get into my first working set now. The dumbbells up on a bench so I'm not lifting them off the floor. When I go to start my movement, I'm in a better position and loaded from the bench being higher up. I don't have to use my back, run my back to really lift heavier weight off the floor. So, yes, out of breath after that one. That was a good working set. I'm gonna stay with the 50s for the next one. I'm getting really good connection and isolation in my glute and ham and that tie-in. So I'm gonna keep it right here for the next one. Engage my core at the top. Hinge, keeping core engaged. Press and pull with the glutes and hamstrings to lift. Shouldn't be with the chest leading, upper body. Make those glutes and hamstrings lengthen. Press your feet, tract to pull up. All the load there, keeping your core engaged. Shouldn't be rounding your spine. Feeling your low back. Or lifting with the chest, extending the spine. And taking load off the glutes and hamstrings to do the work. Ooh, okay. A lot of the times you can be engaging your lower back and not lifting fully from those glutes and hamstrings and having those do the work for you instead of pulling with your chest and flexing from your spine. So they can be really hard. They're the core engagement, the hip hinge, so much to it. I know it's very intricate. So let me know below what you struggle with RDL wise, whether it's the hinge, feeling your lower back. All my clients have been there, I myself, and I've really worked a lot to perfect, build the form, build that technique and that skill that it really comes down to utilize the muscle we intend to the whole time. So let me know below if you have struggles with RDLs or whatever it may be, or even post-session you feel your lower back being sore. I have a lot of tips and form guide to help execute these really, really optimally and get that look we want. We don't want big erectors or lower back pain as we're training to be optimal and have the physique aesthetically we want. So next movement here, just set up a barbell hip thrust, which is my staple. You've probably seen this in the last video. And I just went over the form this morning. I met with my new client. She came out and traveled for our in-person assessment, which I absolutely love and so grateful to work hands-on for my online clients. And we went over hip thrust a lot because she worked with trainers before, but didn't really pay attention to the details of the core engagement. She was feeling her lower back in a lot of movements. Her core was a bit weaker due to lack of attention to detail in the engagement. So we worked on that, and then all the things that I go into detail with on the form, and really the setup and execution with how to use the glutes to 100% capacity and not load anything else. So I'm gonna get into my working set here. Here with the hip thrust, lifting really intentional in the glutes. With the hinge, you have to have your core engaged, really let the glutes lift and contract to come up, and really finding what works well for you in the engagement. There's some foundational principles, but like I was saying with my client, I fine-tune what works exactly for their body, the setup. We're able to fire and engage the glutes and not feel the lower back or anything else pick up. Like, she was initially abducting her knees, and the knees were further out instead of being straight in line with the femur and the hip, and she was getting a lot of quad, and then lack of core engagement was getting low back. So we find those things and optimize it so that now it's glutes, glutes, glutes all the way. Okay, last set. Here we go. Eight, 9, shoot. Okay. Complete. Okay, I'm moving into into a glute-focused lunge. So I'm doing this stationary, supported with stability. So showing you without load. I'm gonna hold the bench for stability and set up on my working leg. That's where I want all the load, everything into this working leg, working glute, because I'm focusing on the glute here, okay? I'm hinging this hip back a bit to get stretch in the glute, focusing a lot on the tie-in here. So supported, hinge, core engaged. I'm not dropping any weight into the non-working leg, all staying right in this working leg. Okay, and then when I come up, all the tension's here, I don't lose the load. I'm gonna press my foot, contract, while keeping the load and the tension. So hinge, full depth and range of motion, press, really controlled contraction, and it's all lighting up right in here. That's what we want. So when I load it, I'm gonna hold it contralaterally, the dumbbell, which contralaterally just means on the opposing side. And then stability support, pressing through the foot, getting locked in, core engaged. All my weight, I should feel it before I even descend. That all my weight's here, all the load is here. I'm not transitioning it when I descend at all. Now that one, I could have had more hinge. I saw my knee flexion. Now you want knee flexion, but you do want to maximize the hinge for a glute focus. 2. 3. 4. 5, 6, 7. Standing straight up, getting tension. 8, 9, 10. Now, what was my mistake on that one? You tell me. The biggest mistake I had was I didn't have my straps on. So towards the end, I want to focus on my glute and where the load is, and my grip was giving out to 50, so I need my straps. That's what I talked about with the RDL. And since I was demoing it with no weight for you, I didn't go ahead and put my straps on, but definitely makes a big difference. Did my left leg, moving on to the right leg. Remember, a big tip is to rest in between unilaterals so you have all your effort for that next leg, and I like to start on my non-dominant side. Shoots. Okay, good. Those felt really good connection, and so much better with the straps. So much better. Try it. Last set here. These have been really good though. Really isolating and a lot in my tie-in feeling there, which I really love and try to focus on that area. So It's also a pretty heavy load for me and for unilateral, but I'm able to keep the form, which is most important, keep the engagement where I want it. What I'm really happy and thankful with about these today is my hips feel really good in them, which this is a movement, and specifically this one and a lot of knee flexion with that deep range of motion. I would feel so much pinching, tension and pain in my hip joint. So with these feeling that good with getting full range of motion, no pinching, shows me that that I've been doing has been helping. So that's a really positive that I'm taking away today from these, is that they feel really good. I've been able to go heavier and load and not feel that pain in my hip and tension and pinching, and I really feel it all where I want, and I'm not restricted. So that's why your prep stuff is important, and these are great. So let me know if you do try these. Let me know in the comments. I want to know how you feel in them, setup, engagement. They're great, so let me know if you do. Gotta get this set up right with my feet positioned where I really want to feel it. This band should come down just slightly, giving a bit more tension. Set my feet back, my contact points. Okay. Oh my gosh. I forgot how good adding this band is, and really targeting, I want the upper glute so much right here, right in that upper and the glute med, and this extra tension really helps target it right in that area and not use my hips. Just gotta get the positioning, the feet and everything right. So, yep. I used to do this one with the extensions you can add with it. Lots of things. Really fun. On a side note, a really, really exciting note, the Pro IFBB schedule came out a couple of days ago. So I'm looking at pro shows for myself, my athletes, planning out the timeline. I'm so excited. So I'll keep you guys updated on the shows that I picked to compete in this season. The spring season, well, in the USA, the first Fit Model show is April 18th, and there's 12 before the Olympia. So that there is one more show. It's an international show for Fit Model. It's in Japan though. That's in February. So that will be the official first one. And then on the US schedule, it's April. So that's really exciting. I can't wait to see the Fit Model division come out, evolve, the first pro shows, and just all the divisions, all my athletes. I love the sport so much. If you are competing in the spring, let me know. I want to know what your plans are, if you're doing a show. Getting in this thing is the difficult part. Okay. Slide down it. Last set, we're gonna finish it off going crazy. Hold it out. Oh, just gonna hold, keep it here, hold with the tension. Okay, that's enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't do it. Here we go. No. True failure. Done. That's a wrap. Lots of amazing movements and tips. I hope you guys got something really impactful that you can take with you in your next glute training session. Always let me know. I want to hear if you do and how it goes. So thank you so much for following along. I will see you in the next one.